Detective Comics number 2, Everything by Tony S. Daniel, left off last issue with the Joker's face being cut off, and this issue does not immediately pick up on that. So we'll get around to it. This one picks up, we're in Wayne Tower. Bruce Wayne is rock climbing, not like those pegboards with fake rocks in them, an actual mountain in Wayne Tower. Anyway, he's being contacted by Lucius Fox saying that somebody is there to talk about an acquisition. His name is Hugh Martyr, which sounds like a fake name if I've ever heard one, but apparently he's real. Bruce tries to brush him off, saying that he's in the middle of something, but Hugh's actually there, like behind him. Hugh doesn't take any offense. He actually takes off his shirt and starts rock climbing with Bruce Wayne. They talk about the acquisition, something. Like, I don't even think they ever say what it is they're doing. It just says that it's technology and that there's going to be some risk involved. And then we drop it. We immediately drop it because Bruce Wayne's 215 is there, a Miss Charlotte Rivers, an investigative journalist. Aren't they all? And she's asking Bruce Wayne how a young billionaire playboy plays so hard and yet has a perfect balance of his business affairs. So they just go at it for a while in the way that investigative journalists and Bruce Wayne do, and then they go at it for a while when it's revealed that they are actually into each other. I've never even heard of Charlotte Rivers before this, but I guess she's a thing. They go at it for, it seems to be about 6 hours. It's dark out now. She's like, let's go on a real date, Bruce. And Bruce's like, I'll take you anywhere you want in the world, but I have to go do something right now. And she's like, no, I don't want to be anywhere in the world, just a normal date, like normal people. And she's like, all right, I guess I'll meet you at your house tomorrow. So she seems like she already knows that he isn't normal. Anyway, cut to, again, nothing to do with that. Now he's Batman, and now we're picking up from the last issue. Joker apparently escaped Arkham Asylum that night that he lost his face. So literally the quotes here is, somewhere out there the Joker is free, an insane killer without a face. So GCPD, specifically Gordon and Bullock, they are in Arkham. They're searching everything, trying to figure out who let the Joker out, and they can't find anything. Coming up empty. Gordon steps out. He meets up with Batman. Batman's first words out of his mouth are, I need to see that face for myself. And Gordon's like, I'm not going to do that. So then he moves on to the second thing. The girl who was kidnapped from last issue that I genuinely didn't think was going to be a thing. She was checked out of police custody by somebody claiming to be her uncle, but upon, facial recognition or something, they discovered his name was Ray Quimby, and he's wanted for aiding a serial killer many, many years ago. A serial killer named Wesley Mathis who cut up and then ate his victims. Why they let this dude walk out with a little girl, I don't know. But somebody, right as they're talking, a cop calls in and says how they have a positive ID on Ray Quimby. So Batman goes off. He doesn't feel right about it, though. Something's wrong that this dude could stay off the map for so long and then just show up everywhere all at once. So he's feeling it's already a trap, but he can smell it. He can smell the smell of death in this building. So he goes inside looking for the girl. Her name's Olivia, by the way, if I haven't mentioned. Gordon arrives soon afterwards, sees the cop car that called it in, but the cop isn't in there, and as he approaches, he's grabbed by a gloved hand, which we don't see who it belongs to. So, like I said, Batman smells death. He goes inside. He sees Ray Quimby stabbed to death, but that's not the death he smells. Oh, no. He goes up to the next floor, and he finds the police officer who supposedly called it in, who is beheaded and is now dead for 12 hours. So who called it in unless it's a trap? And then he's attacked. Some dude whose face is just nothing but stitches. There's actually two of them now that I'm seeing this panel. He's fighting them off. They are good at fighting. They hit him right where Joker stabbed him in the last issue, but he's managing to get through. This girl shows up with a sledgehammer, like a porcelain doll mask and a sledgehammer, and asks for Batman's eyes. And then all of a sudden someone steps in and stops them from fighting. And it's just this dude who's also all stitched up on his face. It looks like he's wearing other people's skin, which based off the thing of taking off Joker's face, I think is a fair bet. And he's so happy to have Batman in his company because Batman is apparently what's going to put him on the map, make him a well-known serial killer. And Batman's like, I don't even know who are you? I genuinely don't know who you are. Dollmaker's like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to fix. By the way, here's your friend. And he throws Gordon at Batman, and Gordon's face is all sorts of stitched up, and he's clearly dead. And that's what we end on, where we get the guy's name is the Dollmaker. So, yes. That's where we leave off. It's weird, this issue, because the first one was so heavily Joker-based, and then it just pivots to, hey, that guy on the last page of the last issue, he's going to be our focus for this arc. It's strange. I mean, I get it. Issue 1 just wanted to capture your attention, and then later issues just, doing the story they want. I get that, but it seems just so weird that the Joker stuff is all but by the wayside. The only thing that's around is everyone's just talking about his face still being there, which is its own thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad they're not just dropping that, but it's just strange to have. The art is good. It's definitely a little bit of a step down since the last issue. I think he had a lot more time to work with like coloring and shading for issue 1, and then by the time issue 2 came, it was more of a deadline sort of thing. Layouts are fine. Everything else is fine. It's just it doesn't have as much detail as issue 1 had. But no, overall, it's a fine issue. I'm not upset with it or anything like that. I'd say I give this like a 6. It's good. It's got its issues, but it's a good issue. It's above average. But no, Detective Comics #2, and apparently we're following the Dollmaker.